Hey guys, same shirt, new background, same day for me, different day for you maybe. Today is about practicing explanations, and the best way to do that is to do that. So here I have collected snippets of questions from 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 because the College Board has said in videos, on emails, and on their website that the AP Chem exam is very similar to questions that we saw before. So we still need to have these skills. So I have found the best ones, pieces that are focusing on explanations from each year's. So you'll see bonding, you'll see atomic structure, you'll see reactions, IMFs. There's not as much thermo or equilibrium here because to answer many of those explanations, you first had to go through one or two steps of maths and refer to math and refer to those numbers. And I didn't want this to be a number-based section, but there are equilibrium and thermo explanations. Tried to hit those in the videos that I've done as well. And we'll be doing that on our mock exams as well. But just a bunch of different topics. And here, like, it's got a whole bunch of questions, but just asking you to focus in on certain parts. So the assignment, or how you're going to get your points here, you're going to do a Canvas survey that's going to click through showing you understand that these are here, you understand how to use them. There will be some specific questions, not like what is the exact answer, but some things to make sure that you engage. So when you are checking your answers, because this is still secure, or not secure, but this is still College Board copyrighted material, rather than copying and pasting too much, I just have the link here for each year to the answers. So if you're looking at this one, you would know that that's question 2 on that year's test. You would look at the answers and the points on part A and the answers on the points on part C. So the way you get good at explanations is you do explanations. The way you get good at them when you don't know if you're doing it right is you check them against what they think is right. And then from there, you kind of keep building or practicing and getting better. And the mock exams are going to help you with that. So you can do all of these. You can do very few of these, but I would recommend picking one or two from some different topics. So not just I'll do all the IMFs or I'll do the bonding because those are easy, but try to spread it out a little bit. And as we're doing this, whether it's a lab-based explanation, whether it's a compound-based explanation like this, make sure that you're specifically answering the question that is asked. It may say which will, like right here, which will float, which will sink. Say which one sinks. Do that. The evidence, in this case, the evidence is like things that I know about the mass and the structure of these compounds. Well, they have the same structure and same spacing, but it's a chlorine rather than a CH3. Does that play in with IMFs? Does it play in density and mass, atomic structure? What specific thing makes it different? So look at that. Cite the evidence or facts that we know. These are our real, true facts that get us to our answers. And then the reasoning is like, oh, well, saying that that's chlorine and that's a methyl group, that's great. But why does that make something sink? Well, that's when we would bring those facts back in to justify, to explain this. So when we are explaining, we might cite evidence. It might be data, it might be a graph, it might be a picture, or it might be something that we know about the compound, something that I know about its structure, something that I know about its location on the periodic table, its number of electrons, any of those things. But then we also are thinking about, okay, I have said that it's heavier. How does that prove that it sinks? Well, more mass per unit volume increases the density. If it's more dense than water, it sinks. So bringing all of those things together to go back to making sure what the claim itself is supported. So there's several examples here. Don't worry about doing them all. But if this, on the Canvas survey from before break, people said they were worried about explanations, and you just have to try to explain. And each one's different based on what you're asking. But always directly addressing the question, stating the thing or things that are the same and different, and then explaining how those similarities and differences cause the outcome that you are saying happens. That is a good explanation. So lots of examples here. Do a lot, do a few, use them to help guide yourself on our next set of mock exams. And I'll have a question at the end of the survey of what else you need about this, because obviously a quick, and my wife makes fun of me for saying quick when I talk for 5 minutes, but a quick video without doing any examples myself, may not have got us there. We still have the ability to adjust and add more going forward. So that's the overview of explanations. It's all on you to do some and then make sure you do the survey. Thanks.